Good morning. It's Thursday, September 26th, and I've been asked to read by one of my um, people who listen to me to read Matthew 10:1. And so I'm going to read it and I'm going to try to explain it. But first, I want to say Matthew 10, the entire chapter of Matthew, is about Jesus sending out the 12 disciples. He had his 12 disciples, and it names them here, and he gives them something. And in the first line of chapter 10, verse 1, it says, "And when he had called his 12 disciples to him, he gave them power over unclean spirits, to cast them out, and to heal all kinds of sickness and all kinds of disease." And then it tells who the apostles were. And then it goes on to tell how he gave them detailed instructions on how to do this. They were the first ones to go out and proclaim about Christ. Can you imagine that? The very first ones. And in order to convince the people and to show them that this was more than just a regular thing, he gave them power. And unclean spirits are actually a demonic presence. They are evil, morally and spiritually impure, or infected with a harmful supernatural contagion. So unclean spirits weren't just they were like somebody that was actually inhabited by the devil, and they could not control what they did, because the devil took over their body and said things and did things and was just, we don't see a lot of that today. But back then, there must have been enough that Jesus gave his disciples the power to cast those spirits out, and to also to heal all kinds of sickness and all kinds of disease. So they were given a supernatural power. And some people get confused and they think, well, everybody has this power. We just have to, go ahead and do it. Well, it's a power that Jesus gave to them, and it was to help to spread the gospel of Jesus Christ. It was to help show that God was supernatural and he was of spirit and truth, and that they could go. And so he sent them out, and he said, only speak to the lost sheep of the house of Israel. And so that was like the Jews who were looking for something more than what they had. And he said, tell them the kingdom of heaven is at hand. Heal the sick, cleanse the lepers, raise the dead, cast out demons. Freely you have received, meaning they received the power from him free, so freely give. And he says, and then, he tells, like, whatever town you go in, who's ever worthy, greet them, and let your peace come upon it, the peace that they have from Jesus. And if it's not worthy, let your peace return to you. Don't just leave it there. And whoever will not receive you nor hear your words, when you depart from that house or city, shake off the dust from your feet. He's saying, just forget about them. Don't even bring their dust back with you. And that's kind of a lesson to us on how to forget about the bad, even if it was yesterday. Forget about it. Shake off the dust and move on. And he warns them that they're going to be persecuted. And he tells about the fear of God, which that's, again, why he gave them the power. And so, if you read the whole chapter of Matthew, it explains what this is all about. This is about him, and Jesus came first, and he had to begin his work, and he couldn't just run every single household himself. He was in the form of a man. So he gave each of his 12 disciples the power. A power he gave them. And then he said, now I'm sending you out. So they each went their own way. I think they went 2 by 2, I'm not sure. But he sent them on their way, and they were to proclaim the gospel and to say the kingdom of heaven is at hand, meaning our Savior is now here on earth. And this is what you do to become saved. And so there they went. So anyway, that is what 10:1, Matthew 10:1 is about. And I thank you for asking me to read it. I'm always interested to know people's feedback and what they're curious about. I hope that helps you. God bless you, and have a great day.